I'm pretty sure there's a bear in the area. Look at all these wildflowers. There's a spider in here. The eruption killed 57 people on May 18th, 1980. Hey everybody. I'm standing on the retention dam for all the sediment that came from the Mount St. Helens eruption. So from what I've been reading, the volcano, mountain, whatever you call it, when it erupted, it kind of just caused this massive landslide. And that landslide just brought all the sediment down this like river valley area. And it covered 32 miles and the average depth was 150 feet deep. So they had to build this dam that I'm standing on to stop like clogging up all the rivers and everything downstream. So tomorrow, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be going and kind of exploring the Mount St. Helens area. I'm kind of already at camp in a way. I'm parked in the parking lot and you guys can see what I've been up to this point. So I left the camp by Mount Eleanor this morning and I took a shower for the first time in almost 2 weeks. I stocked up on groceries and food. I went to Trader Joe's and got a bunch of frozen meals so that I wouldn't have to cook anything this week. And then I hit the library, and then now I'm trying to find camp for Mount St. Helens. I think I'm gonna do is go back to a campsite that I already passed, and it's basically just a big parking lot kind of tucked away. It's at a dam viewpoint, and the reason I'm going to have to camp there is because there's not really campsites on this road. It's just like viewpoints and pull-offs. I'm gonna have to go back to that place, and that is like 30 minutes back down the road. So we're gonna get to see all these views tomorrow again. Since I'm camping at a viewpoint, technically, I'm gonna go check it out. So what I've gathered is that that's a dam right there, basically. It's a retention structure. And it's retaining like all the debris and sediment from the eruption. So there's actually a trail here, so I'm gonna hike it. It's a little over a mile and it goes to the top of the dam. So I think that'll be pretty cool. You can see Mount St. Helens in the distance over there. I wish it wasn't as cloudy, but honestly, it's probably gonna be cloudy tomorrow too because it's the Pacific Northwest. This is huge! So I'm gonna continue this little hike and I'll see you guys back at the car. So as I was hiking back, there was poop on the little hiking path and it was like a gravel road type path. Like I'm not in the middle of nowhere. This is a viewpoint hike, you know. and I realize it's probably bear poop. I'll throw a picture up on the screen, and I've never like seen bear poop before, but I'm assuming it is because it was full of seeds. And of course, when I get service again, I will Google it. I'm pretty sure there's a bear in the area, and on top of that, on iOverlander, when I chose the site, I'm pretty sure, now that I'm thinking about it, that this was the site where somebody wrote in that there's a bear in the area. So yeah, that makes me feel great. Okay, I also got some things from Walmart that I want to show you guys. I got a mini straightener so that I can fix my bangs. I got like thumbtacks to put on my roof because it's a little saggy. I'm just gonna watch like YouTube and read a book and do boring stuff for the rest of the night. I already ate before I got here, so I'm not gonna cook anything, which is probably good because there's a bear in the area. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning. It's actually sunny out, which is so crazy. Okay, it's not that crazy. So I'm gonna get ready and then we'll head up the mountain. Okay. This is outfit of the day. So when the volcano erupted, like this half of the mountain or volcano like slid down, and then it, you know, that created a landslide obviously, which I've talked about, but then it created a lateral blast that destroyed 230 miles of forest. So the landscape now has formed 150 new ponds and wetlands. Virtually nothing survived the landslide. I believe that the eruption took off like 1,300 feet of height off of the volcano. The road to the top is closed, but there's a trail right at the bottom of it. So I'm gonna go hiking. I think it's around 3 miles. So. Look at all these wildflowers. So pretty. I'm regretting not bringing a hair tie or my hat so I could keep my hair up because I'm sweating a little more than I thought. I found little like hair tie things, so I put my hair in a braid, which is so amazing. But look at this. I'm gonna take some pictures, and I forgot my drone. I'm charging it in my car, and I'm kind of upset about that, but whatever. This is so crazy. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at this volcanic rock. It's very light. It's feels denser, heavier than the rock at Craters of the Moon National Monument, but it's still obviously like a volcanic rock. You may be wondering why, like, volcanoes in Hawaii aren't very, like, explosive, whereas Mount St. Helens eruption was very explosive, and that has to do with the silica in the rock. And the higher the silica, the more explosive the eruption will be. So the trail that I've been on is basically going through these mounds, which came from the volcano activity, if I'm correct. And if you look at a place where a volcano has erupted, you'll see like there's like a bunch of mounds at the base of it, and this is like where the trail is going through. I'm so sweaty. Just ignore my sweatiness, but I did this hike backwards. So I'm now reading all the signs, and that one says that we're actually standing on like the side of the volcano that slid off first. And you saw how far away we were from the actual mountain. So yeah, pretty wild. It is getting hot out there. There's a spider in here. That's the thing though. With living in your car, you can't do anything about it. It's not a big spider, but still, I wish there wasn't a spider in here. I'm gonna head to the visitor center and then wrap this up, I guess. Ultimately, the eruption killed 57 people on May 18th, 1980. One more thing that I wanted to add is that Mount St. Helens could erupt in 2 years, 20 years, or 200 years. They don't really know, but there is better technology to gauge when it could possibly go off to evacuate the area and all that. The lake down there was actually a creek before the eruption, and then once it erupted, it dammed the creek and it became a lake. You can also see how much new growth is there, like with all the trees. They're all baby. Okay, I've decided that I'm gonna cut my hair today, probably. And the first postcard, second postcard, third postcard. So that pretty much wraps up Mount St. Helens. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to find camp by Mount Rainier today, and then Mount Rainier is up next. So stay tuned for that.